Hello, HistoryTube here. This is Oliver, and today we're going to talk about the most embarrassing defeat in history. Today we are talking about a Great War, after this Great War, and before this Great War. Our story begins at the end of World War One. Australia wants to repay its soldiers who fought and won the war, so they decide to give them farmlands in Western Australia. However, they were very poor at farming. Then the stock market crashed in 1929, and they came. An army numbering in the tens of thousands. It was an old native of the island. They could make quick attacks and then escape. They were all around as tall as a human. They were the emus. Okay, so the farmers were getting mad because the emus were eating all their crops. So they did the one reasonable thing. They went and asked the government to kill the emus. Well, the government didn't really want to spend very much money, so they thought, well, let's just go and send down some soldiers with light machine guns and kill these emus. Now, the Australian government thought that this was a good idea for two reasons. One, it was a way to help the complaining farmers, and two, they saw how effective machine guns were in World War One and wanted some practice with them. So, this idea actually went forward, and a small group of soldiers with 2 Lewis machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammo went down to Western Australia. They were led by Major Meredith Thorpe. He and his men went out to find the mob of emus. Yes, they are called a mob. It makes me think of some old emu dudes wearing suits. Then it rained, so the next day they went to find a mob. And so they did. They had 2 problems. One, they were firing from a long distance, and a longer distance than the Lewis guns could shoot with accuracy. And 2, emus are very hard to hit. After they started firing, the mob broke into smaller mobs. This was the first of many emu victories. Only 12 emus were killed in the first battle. Next time they met was at a dam. The Emus crime family. That's a joke about the fact that a group of emus is called a mob. They got this huge mob of emus in range, and when they pulled the trigger... Wait, take a guess what happens next in the comments below. You can either guess in the next 5 seconds, or just pause the video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. Did you guess it? The gun jams. By the time that they fix it, the mob ran off. This is probably the most embarrassing way to lose a war to emus in the world. Without something out, it actually takes up to 10 bullets to kill an emu. They would have to focus their fire on one emu for just a second, but they can run up to 31 miles per hour. At one point, they tried to chase them in a truck, but could not hit or keep up to them. Then after a few more attempts, the Australians actually surrendered. Only 2,000 out of the 20,000 died. Eventually, the mercenaries came and cut down the emus so that they would return to their normal place. Moral of the story, don't fight emus, especially if you're Australia. So this is my video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be sure to get another one out, and stay tuned for more. Bye.